Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play world here with Funky J13. Thank you guys so much for the support on the last episode where we built this creeper farm. It was a really fun episode, and I really appreciate all the kind comments you guys left on that episode. And this creeper farm has been doing really well for us, and it made me want to build a sugarcane farm next. We get a bunch of paper for things like rockets and bookshelves and stuff like that, because we do use a lot of rockets in our world here. And I think it'd be really cool to place. Oh, I don't have my lighter on. I think it'd be really cool to put the sugarcane farm somewhere down here in this cave. As I talked about last episode, I do want to build maybe a giant storage room here in the central location under our base eventually, but we're not going to be working on that today. Um, but I thought it'd be cool to hook up a sugarcane farm right over here, as there is just a big open area that we've lit up from the caves. That would be a really cool area, I think, to put a couple farms. The sugarcane farm is just going to be really long and just straight, and I don't have to do any digging with this area here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start collecting some resources so we can get this built here. We'll eventually have it connecting to our storage system over here, but for now we'll just have a temporary storage system. But before we continue, as always, we do have to start this episode off with the comment of the day. The comment of today comes from Weird Facts, which says, "Hey, I love your videos. Can you drop more Let's Play episodes?" Hey, thank you so much for the kind comment on the last episode. I really appreciate it. Yes, the Let's Play episodes are taking me about 2 weeks to make at a time right now. So I definitely am going to try to keep making these for you guys, as you guys seem to be enjoying them. We'll make more and more. And thank you so much, Weird Facts, for commenting. If you want your comment added and read in one of these videos one day, just make sure you leave a like on the last video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel, and maybe I'll choose yours one day. But thank you guys so much for commenting. Let's get back to the video. So in between episodes, I did go to the Nether and collect a bunch of quartz, because we're going to need a lot of observers for the sugarcane farm I have planned for today. So I just put a big block of quartz right over there across our bridge here. And I do think I decided what I want to do on the other side of this bridge now. We might be working on the bridge a little bit today, but I do have some ideas of some things we're going to put over here, and I'll talk more about that later. But here's the quartz mountain I made that I gathered from the Nether. So I'm going to go ahead and dig this up, and let's see how much quartz we get. Here is the last little bit of quartz. That was so much mining. Alright, but we used our fortune pick there and we got a bunch of quartz. So I think it's safe to say that's going to be plenty for our project today and for future projects for a while, hopefully. So I'm going to take this and make it into some observers and some comparators, and we're going to start working on our sugarcane farm. It is a good thing we got a bunch of cobble from this hole here that we dug up, because this is taking a bunch of resources to make this amount of observers. I think I'm going to use like what, 400 observers is the plan in this project, so it's a good thing I decided to dig all of this by hand and not just blow up the hole for the creeper farm last episode. Oh, what are we missing? Oh yeah, quartz. But yeah, and then all the mining that I did while lighting up the caves around here for the creeper farm. Got a bunch of redstone as well, so makes this project a little bit easier. Oh, what are we short on? Oh, we're short on redstone. Okay, so I'm gonna finish making up these observers, and we will get back to making the sugarcane farm. Okay, so I think I have most of what I need now. I got a bunch of rails and a bunch of stuff in our ender chest. I think I'm going to build a big platform that just goes along this area here, so we can start placing down our tracks and then put down the sugarcane and stuff above that. So I'm going to get to work on that and check back in with you guys in just a second. So I went a couple blocks up off the ground here, and I'm just making a giant platform for us to be able to work on, put the tracks down, and build the sugarcane. We are going to need to dig a little bit down there on that side with the level that I put this at, but that's alright, because if we ever want to expand this up, we have the option to, or put any more farms above this. But I'm going to go ahead and keep building out this platform here so we can keep on going. Okay, now that I got this platform done here, I'm gonna go ahead and start placing down the rails along the middles, so that way we can put the hopper mine carts underneath to collect the sugarcane when it drops in the middle. So let's go ahead and get to that. Okay, so I've gone ahead and got all the tracks laid down and the dirt laid on top of the tracks. This is where the sugarcane will be growing, and this is just going to do a loop on each side. The minecart or hopper minecart underneath. Right now they'll hit the end here, loop back around, and we're going to have an unloading station. I'm probably going to build a room here. Remove this pillar and build a room to unload the sugarcane automatically, but right now I just have it out to here, but we'll build that in just a little bit. So I'm going to get to placing the blocks on each side here because we're going to need water next to the dirt here so the sugarcane can grow, and then we'll put the pistons and the observers on top of that. So I'm going to get to work on that. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that little time lapse there of building the sugarcane farm. We got it all done here pretty much. The farm portion at least. We still need to build the collection system. But basically, I'll show you guys a little bit of the tour. So we got the minecart, hopper minecart running underneath right now. I've collected just a little bit from a couple minutes of it running. But this is what it looks like from up top here. Nothing too crazy. We got the redstone going down the middle and the sides for the pistons, and then it's 100 blocks each way. So this is 400 sugarcane. Um, so 200 on this side, 200 on that side, which should hopefully do pretty well for us and last us quite a while. If we do ever need to build more, like I said, we can expand. Maybe we'll put like a bamboo farm on top of this or something. Be pretty cool. But I think what we're gonna go ahead and do next is build a collection area over here. I want to build like a cool little room for the hopper mine carts to drop off the sugarcane, so we can just come down here and get what we need before we eventually hook it up to the big storage area over there once we build that. So I'm going to go ahead and get working on this small little storage room. Okay, so I have the beginning stage of the storage room for the sugarcane farm set up here. I just wanted to give you guys just a look and my thought process here. So I wanted to do some sort of like ring room, and maybe in the middle have some sort of like sugarcane like pond or something, and then store the sugarcane on like each side. So we'll have like the mine carts come out to an unloader, and like each wall will be full of chests for the sugarcane, and maybe any other farms that we add above here eventually. And then I also wanted to leave it open so we could see through the glass still and watch the sugarcane. So I'm gonna keep working on this and check back in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I've been doing some building here, and I wanted to give you guys a status update, and definitely not done yet, but I really like how this is coming along. So we got a storage on the sides, which I still need to finish hooking up, which is my next thing I'm gonna do. And then I think what I've decided to do is maybe leave this storage side open for bamboo, and this side for sugarcane, and in the next episode or maybe the next after that we'll make a big bamboo farm that kind of mimics this one here up on top of this, so that we have both bamboo and sugarcane at full supply and demand all the time. But I really love how this room is turning out so far. I'm trying to still figure out exactly what I want to do with the walls, but I love the bookshelves on the ground. Nice transition down here, and then up in the middle here I added this like little pond looking thing. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but I think it looks kind of cool with the new flowers here, whatever these are called, the poppies or whatever. And we got drip leaves, the azalea flowers, and the sugarcane. I think it looks pretty cool. I really like how it's looking so far, so I'm going to continue working on it and hooking up the sugarcane farm, and we'll keep going. Okay, so I want to hook up the minecart now, so it runs over here, and I think I'm going to have just one minecart picking up all of it. So we only have to deal with one minecart coming in over here. But we're gonna run the track up along over here. We want it to go into this one right here. So we want to build just a quick little minecart unloader. I think this should work like this. Let me break that, and then say torch and repeater. Perfect. Okay, so that should hook up there, and that is an unloader now. Let's light this up. So we want bad guys spawning, and then we want to send the cart down and around over here. Okay, we'll definitely have to make some power rails. Okay, but that should work, and then I'm gonna hook up, I think, one cart instead of two running, so we only have to deal with one being unloaded. Okay, so I finished switching it up, so now it is only one minecart that's running underneath here, so I just connected the two just like this. So the one minecart should be coming down this way. Yeah, I see it over there. It is coming back this way, and it should. Let's see if it stops on the... Alright, let's follow it. So now it should stop on the unloader. Okay, perfect. That should picked up a little bit there. Great, and now that'll finish unloading, and then as soon as that is unloaded, everything should go into this first chest right here. And once this chest fills up, it should continue up the chain, and so on and so on. Alright, perfect. Very happy with that. So I think that's all I'm going to do on this build for today. I really like how it's going. I just added our banners here on the sides that represent our channel and our world here. So yeah, I really like how this project's going. I think I'm going to wait to continue it until we build the bamboo farm. It will expand up because I really like to make this like room really big feeling and like tall. So we're gonna hold off to another episode to do that, but I really like how this is looking at this time. But now we're going to take a break from that project and move on to a different project for the day to finish up this episode. So like I said, we do have this big bridge here that is leading to this mountain. This is where our base is over here on this side, and then I just have it leading to this mountain over here that doesn't have anything on it right now. But I think what I've decided I want to do is make this a like a monument dedicated to our channel members. So just wanted to say a big thank you to all of our channel members, past and present, also future channel members. So I don't have the building design yet that we're going to put you guys in, but I would love to have like signs with each of your names on it, something to represent you guys. But I did come up with some idea of putting like two giant like statues with like soldiers kneeling, holding swords, or you'll see when I build it. I thought it could look kind of cool as though like an entrance over to this place over here. Well, maybe we'll have like a building or some sort of like garden or something to represent the channel members. So if you ever wanted to be added into this building over here, you just would have to become a channel member. But thank you guys so much for those of you who support me in that way. I really do appreciate it. So I've gathered up a bunch of material here to use to make like these giant stone soldiers. I'm going to get to work on that and check in with you guys to see how it's going. I gotta decide exactly where I'm gonna place it. We'll probably have to do some reshaping of this mountain a little bit, but I think it'll be kind of cool. Okay, so we're gonna start by doing a 10 by 10 platform on each side here, about 3 blocks out, to leave us like a little gap in between. And then we're gonna build the statues on each of those. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the platforms here. Okay, I got both platforms down now, and I got the statues partially built here. So this is kind of the idea that I'm going for. It's supposed to be like two like kneeling knights that are going to be holding a sword. I'm going to be putting a sword in both of their hands here in just a second. But I really like how this looks. I've never built anything like this before, so it was kind of fun to come up with and design. I did andesite for the arms to kind of distinguish it from the stone. We're going to be putting like mossy cobblestone and cobblestone throughout just to mix it up, make it look a little bit rusted or weathered. And then I'm going to put a big sword in their hands, and this will be like the entrance. We'll probably do something to connect like this to the mountain. I might build out the mountain like a little bit on each side underneath so they're not floating. So this is definitely not the final product, but I really like how it's going so far. Alright, so I finished adding some cobblestone and mossy stone cobblestone in there. And I really like how that is looking right now. I'll have to do it to the other one, but this is kind of just the view from all sides of it. I think it looks really cool. Really gives it a nice weather, old looking feel. So we're going to be putting a sword in their hands, but I'm going to do that one with the mossy cobblestone, and then we'll put the sword in their hands. Okay, now the other statue is completed, so let's go ahead and put the swords in their hands, and hopefully that'll look pretty cool. Cool little entrance to our bridge here, and we'll definitely have to keep working on the bridge and making this look nice. It's just gonna take quite a while because I am not the best builder, and I'm trying to push myself with my building skills here in this series. So for the sword, what we're gonna do is chop out this middle part here, and then we're gonna place some spruce wood just like this, and then I think we'll take this to round out the bottom of the handle, and then we need our dirt to pillar up some, and now we want this to stick out, I think 1, and then we're going to go up 11 blocks here. That's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. Okay, and then at the top here we are gonna put down stairs there. Alright, and then we need to lastly come back down here and strip the wood on each side, and then here we're gonna put, I think oops, that did not work right. Here we're gonna put these stairs on the sides so they kind of come out like the hilt of the sword, and I think that should look pretty good. Let's go down and see how that looks from back here now. Get a better angle. Alright, we're gonna fly away and then fly back in. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. I like that a lot. We got like a knight kneeling there holding a sword up in the sky, and we're gonna add the sword to this guy as well. And we're walking by, we're gonna be holding their swords. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I like that. To our channel member mountain here. There we go. There's both knights done right there with their swords in their hands. That's looking sick. So we come up and we can like take our horse across this bridge or something. That'll look really cool coming into the entrance of whatever we're gonna build back here. Well, I'd really like to get this episode out to you guys very soon here, and I'm pretty much all built out from today. Building that sugarcane farm and these statues was really fun, and I think it turned out really well. So I think what we're going to do to end today's episode is just build a small little monument to the channel members here. I really wanted to say a massive thank you to all of you who've become a channel member. Again, it means the world to me of how you support me and my family in that way. So I want to add you guys each to a sign here. Use the new hanging signs here. I really love how these look. Again, I am going to be making some sort of big garden or building or something here to say thank you to the channel members, but this is just a temporary build to go ahead and get you guys up here. Nothing too fancy, just a little monument on this mountain. We'll definitely work on this again in the future. Alright, but I think this looks good enough for now. I'm going to go ahead and get all of your names added to the signs here, and we'll see how it looks. Alright, here are all of our current and past channel members, so thank you guys so much for all of your support. You guys mean the world to me, and I will definitely be building something else cool up here to represent you guys. That is going to be all for today, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. I had a really fun time doing this episode today, building the sugarcane farm and these statues and this little monument here. If you guys have any suggestions of what we should build on top of this mountain, just again leave it down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, as it really does help me out. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.